Hi everyone, this is Ms. Thompson, your instructional data specialist. I wanted to come to you today to discuss with you how you go on to SLDS through Infinite Campus to help the school earn and have a point toward their CCRPI score. So I have some help with me and I want you to pay close attention to how we can earn a point just by a click a day. So I'm going to introduce our other teacher of the year. Hello, there we are.
Hey, what's the family?
There's David Mitchum. And so David is going to walk us through how we go on to SLDS and, not a problem, how we go on to SLDS and look around at student information, and we'll talk to him about that. All right? All right, so Mr. Mitchum is about to log on to Infinite Campus.
So I have my Infinite Campus bookmarked. It's easier for me to remember. So I'm going to go right onto Infinite Campus, as you can see on my screen. I'm going to click sign in. And voila, I'm in there. So when I get onto this landing page for Infinite Campus, I'm going to go to this little waffle right here, which is in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to click on it. It's going to give me two options. I'm going to choose on Campus Tools. So I'm going to click on that. Then it's going to bring me to another screen. So I'm going to go to the left-hand side, and I'm going to look for SLDS. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open another window for me. So while it's loading, it's processing some things. I can talk a little bit about why I like to go to SLDS. As you can see on the screen, it gives me a lot of data. It's color-coded, which is easy to visually see, to decipher what it means. And it also gives me a bigger picture of how my students perform academically, how they performed academically in the past, so that I can get a better understanding of who they are as students. So from there, I'll take a look at some of the things that I see. For me, I'm an elementary school teacher, so it gives me the current grade that I'm working with. It'll also give me some Lexile information. I have access to their milestones data from last year, and this is just a snapshot of how they performed as a class, and it's in comparison with the actual school, the district, and the state. So on this landing page, it gives you a whole bunch of information, just quick snapshot information that I can see about my student and how they performed academically. So I'm scrolling back up, and I'm going to choose one of these categories to dive deeper in. I'm going to look at this one on my computer that says locally defined, because I know that it has all of my students enrolled. So I'm going to click on that. So it's loading, it's processing, it's thinking, it's getting me all the knowledge and information that I need. So from here, I have all of my students listed. It gives me some demographic information. I teach all boys, so it tells me that for each of my students, but it also gives me their achievement data, which is right here for each of my students. So really quickly, I get to see how they performed on their milestone last year in 3rd grade. So I'm going to click on one of my students. It's loading. Bam. So when it comes up, the very first thing that I see is my student's attendance data. So I get to see that just to see if I can make a correlation between his attendance and maybe how he's performing academically. From there, I get some Lexile information, just a bit more knowledge about who my student is and what he already is bringing to the table. Then I get some more testing data from last year and previous years before that. And then as I continue to scroll, I see where he went to school. I know that he's gone to Wesley. He's attended some other places. This also helps me build a better knowledge or understanding of who he is as a student. Then I get to his grades, and I get to see how did he perform last year in 3rd grade. I can see how did he perform in 2nd grade. This will also help me if I know that he may be having some struggles with reading. For example, I can see, well, based on his grades in 3rd grade, and based on his grades in 2nd, he also has some reading struggles. So I can begin to build a case of how I can best support my student in that area. So this is just one of the many things that my student is. And yeah, it's great.
So, Mr. Mincham, we certainly appreciate you talking with us today and helping us earn a click a day for SLDS. And of course, if you're doing this every day, you're learning, of course, all about your kids, and you are helping the school to earn a half a point toward their CCRPI, and we can need all the help we can get.
Hashtag all points matter.
Yes, all points matter. Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Mitchell. Signing off.
Weekend.
Take care.
Bye.